Hey there, if you're thinking about moving to Kansas City, hold on just a second.
Hold on.
Today, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why you might not want to move here. But fair warning, by the end of this video, you might just fall in love with KC anyway. If you're looking to learn more about the vibrant life and communities in and around Kansas City, you've come to the right place. I'm Payne, your local realtor and community enthusiast, here to give you the inside scoop on everything from the hidden gems of our neighborhoods to the bustling market trends. Whether you're considering buying a home, selling, or maybe you're just curious about what Kansas City has to offer, I've got you covered. So grab a cup of coffee, or my favorite, a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's explore together what makes Kansas City truly unique. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates and insights. I get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you who are looking for help to make a move to Kansas City, and I absolutely love it. Whether you're buying, selling, or building in 1 month or 1 year, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send an email so that I can help you make a smooth move to Kansas City. All right, let's get into it. The top reasons you might want to think twice before moving to Kansas City. The weather is unpredictable, to say the least. Kansas City is known for having all 4 seasons, sometimes in the same week. One day it's sunny and 75, the next day it's snowing, and by the weekend we're in full-blown tornado season. If you don't like unpredictable weather, KC might test your patience. This winter was one of the more severe we've had in a while. Plenty of snow, bitter cold, and a few major storms that kept everyone bundled up inside. January started off rough with temperatures averaging nearly 5 degrees colder than normal. If you thought KC winters were mild, this one proved otherwise. The big headline, a major blizzard on January 5th and 6th dumped heavy snow across the metro, making travel nearly impossible for a couple of days. If you weren't stocked up on groceries before it hit, you were out of luck. And just when we thought it might warm up, North American cold wave settled in, bringing in some of the coldest temperatures Kansas City has seen in years. February wasn't much better. The average temperature hovered around 33 degrees, with lows dipping well below freezing. There was just enough of a tease of a 50-degree days here and there to make us think spring was coming, but it didn't. The city was in round-the-clock snow removal mode for 2 weeks straight as snow kept piling up. At one point, it seemed like no matter how much they plowed, more snow was coming. By mid-February, sub-zero temperatures made everything worse, turning slushy streets into ice rinks and making outdoor plans nearly impossible. This winter was one for the books, cold, snowy, and relentless. If you are hoping for an easy Midwest winter, Mother Nature may have other plans. Now, let's talk about summer. It gets hot. I'm talking 90+ degrees with humidity so thick it feels like you're walking through a sauna. Summer in KC isn't just about the heat, though. It's also about the storms. You can have a picture-perfect sunny day, and within minutes, the sky turns dark, the wind picks up, and boom, torrential rain, thunder, and lightning. These pop-up storms are fast and intense, but they usually pass quickly. That said, severe weather season lasts into June, so don't be surprised if you hear tornado sirens every now and then. But hey, if you like variety, you'll never be bored. Pro tip, if you're new to KC, make sure you have a weather app with alerts because the weather here doesn't play around. The Weather Channel has an app, and there's also Storm Shield and My Radar. The second reason you might not want to choose Kansas City, it's not a walking city. If you're coming from a city like New York or Chicago where public transportation is king, you might struggle here. Kansas City is a car town, plain and simple. Sure, we have the streetcar, but it only runs through a small part of downtown. If you want to get anywhere, whether it's the plaza, Overland Park, or even grabbing barbecue across the state line, you're going to need a car. Since we are so dependent on our cars, it's worth talking about car insurance in Kansas City proper. It's pricey. In fact, it's more expensive than both the Missouri state average and the national average. Why are rates so high? Here's the scoop. The average KC driver pays around $2,155 per year for car insurance. Compare that to the Missouri state average of $1,588. There's a big jump. Even the national average is lower at $2,068 per year. Why is car insurance more expensive in Kansas City? It's a big, busy city. More cars plus higher traffic plus more accidents equals higher rates. Crime rates play a role. Vehicle theft and vandalisms are higher in urban areas, and that bumps up insurance costs. Repairs cost more. If you get into an accident, labor and parts tend to be pricier in metro areas. Thinking about moving to a suburban area, you'll find lower rates. Overland Park drivers pay an average of $1,718 annually, which is $437 less than the Kansas City counterparts. Olathe residents face average premiums of around $1,062 per year, offering an even more affordable option compared to Kansas City. Moving on to the third reason you may not want to move to Kansas City, you'll have to pick a side. Missouri versus Kansas. One of the biggest shocks to newcomers, Kansas City is actually two different cities in two different states, Kansas and Missouri. And trust me, people have opinions about which is better. Missouri has the sports teams, downtown nightlife, and the art scene. Kansas has top-rated schools, suburban living, and lower property taxes. So which one is better? Well, that's a debate you'll get pulled into real quick. Just Google, are the Chiefs and Royals moving to Kansas, and you'll see what I mean. Speaking of the Chiefs and Royals, that brings us to the fourth reason you may want to think twice about moving here. Sports fans are intense. Look, Kansas City loves its teams, whether it's the Chiefs, the Royals, or Sporting KC. Our fans are loud, passionate, and everywhere. If you don't love football, Sundays in the fall might not be your thing. And KC isn't just about men's sports. We're making history with the Kansas City Current, our professional women's soccer team. They're the first women's team in the world to have a stadium built just for them. It's right on the riverfront, and let me tell you, it's an incredible place to catch a game. Number 5, the barbecue will ruin you for life. Kansas City barbecue is the best in the world. Yes, I said it, but there's a problem. Once you've had it, nothing else will ever compare. If you'll think you'll be fine eating barbecue anywhere else after moving here, think again. You'll start judging sauces, comparing smoke rings, and rolling your eyes when someone says Texas barbecue is better. Spoiler alert, it's not. I've lived in Texas and I've eaten lots of Texas barbecue. So what makes KC barbecue the best? Let's break it down. First, we smoke our meat for hours, sometimes overnight, using hickory wood for that deep, rich flavor. This isn't fast food, this is a craft. It's not uncommon to order a meat and find out at the restaurant has sold out that day. Then there's the sauce. Unlike Texas, where it's all about dry rubs, or the Carolinas, where they're obsessed with vinegar, Kansas City barbecue sauce is thick, tangy, and just a little sweet. It's tomato-based with the perfect blend of molasses and spice. And then there's my favorite, burnt ends. If you've never had KC burnt ends, you're missing out. These crispy, caramelized nuggets of beef brisket are like little bites of barbecue heaven. They were invented here, and trust me, no one does them better. We have diverse meats as well. KC isn't just about brisket or pulled pork. We do everything: ribs, sausage, turkey, chicken, and even barbecue jackfruit for the vegetarians. Nope, I've never tried that. And here's the real problem. Once you eat KC barbecue, you'll judge every other barbecue joint forever. It's a blessing and a curse. Number 6 on our list, Kansas City is landlocked. The city is smack dab in the middle of the U.S., nearly 1,000 miles from the nearest ocean. For context, the closest ocean shoreline is roughly a 12-hour drive away, which means no spontaneous weekend surf trips. Likewise, if you dream of mountain vistas, Kansas City might give you pause. The nearest true mountains are hundreds of miles out. The Rocky Mountains in Colorado are about 600 miles west, easily a 9 to 10 hour drive. Hello, road trip. And even the Appalachians, like the Smokies, are about 640 miles east. So if you crave coastal living or alpine adventures, KC's geography could feel like a bummer. Last but not least, you'll never want to leave. And that's really the biggest issue with Kansas City. Once you move here, you might just fall in love. The people are friendly, the city is vibrant, and it has a little bit of everything. Big city perks with a small town feel. Just talk to the many residents who grew up here and couldn't wait to move away, and yet they've moved right back to raise their families. And there's transplant residents like us who moved here with the military and kept coming back because it always felt like home. So while I started this video with all the reasons why you might not want to move to Kansas City, I have to be honest, there are way more reasons to love it. If you're thinking about moving to Kansas City, I'd love to help. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the area, drop a comment below or reach out. I'd love to chat. And don't forget, subscribe for more real estate tips, Kansas City insights, and home buying advice every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.